forgot how simple life really was. Instead of sitting around with family, there was individuals sitting around boxes with screens, and they forgot how to grow their own food. And hunting was replaced by practices which were cruel, and everything seemed to be divided by plastic with petrochemical oil, which was extremely intoxicant. These people also ran their cars on that oil, which polluted the air and the water and the soil. But the ones who benefited didn't care about the earth. They were only interested in how much the oil was worth. When they started running out, they started fighting for control to secure the world's supply. Petroleum was their goal, so they assembled their armies and their wars destroyed life. They hid the truth from the people, kept it out of their sights. And millions of people were betrayed by these lies, convinced to kill each other and watch each other die. Entire cultures were destroyed before our very eyes. We just sat around and watched the fire falling from the sky. But all the time we knew that it could happen to us. So we were living in fear and we were on the same bus. By invading other people we created more enemies, but they believed that they were doing it to make themselves free. This is the world that I grew up in, so you understand my brain when it begins to spin, searching for solutions, a better way to be. And I think much clearer when I begin to breathe. So I breathe in the air. Yeah, take a deep breath. It's everywhere. Heal my spirit, heal my body, heal my soul. I know who I am, consciousness spinning through sacred air. Spinning through says it can't happen here. Things will turn around just as sure as he said it. Hell, things change and they all take credit. So ask why there's only 40 songs on a station. Ask your cafe about their coffee's plantation. Why is it Arizona hasn't gone solar? And tell your print shop that hemp grows faster. And it doesn't mean a background clear-cut disaster. The market doesn't care, but it wants to understand. And you can play the greed right into your hands. Smiling man says it can't happen here. Channel 4 says it can't happen here. Things will turn around just as sure as they said it. Hell, the change comes and they all take credit. So roll up your pennies and do your battle. The chairman will start quoting Chief Seattle and put little tree frogs on their letterhead. Cause the market resists and the market absorbs with a 5-pointed leaf on the cover of Forbes. Yeah, very same people turn valleys to dams. Yeah, these are the ones that drain prairies to sand. And they just as soon you didn't know this land is your land. But we can play the world back into our hands. Malcolm's gonna say it can't happen here. Rupert's gonna say it can't happen here. Things will turn around just as sure as they said it. Hell, things change and they'll always take the credit. Hell, the change comes, let's let 'em take the credit.
Okay, I think we're here. We keep dropping out on the stream. Hold on, let me turn this. A little bit of that is gone. Good morning. Happy New Year.
Is it going to be a good year?
I hope so. It's starting off, well, it's ending up a little rough.
Yeah, well, folks, there's a lot of solar flares out there, so if you're watching your TV this morning, you can tell your signal wasn't very strong on the
And that
local.
actually could be affecting our internet.
It
so
could be, absolutely.
If we drop in and out, please forgive us. We are doing our best to keep the stream on. Are we still a yellow box there, Dennis? Okay, good. So far, so good. Woohoo!
If you're wondering where I got a sweatshirt and a jacket, it's cold out there, folks.
It is. It is. Look at that. I see. We're
Yep,
streaming.
we're streaming.
Woohoo! Just keep an eye on it. Let us know if it drops and keep restarting it if it does. We'll get it back up as soon as it goes down,
As
hopefully.
soon as the heaters warm up our office here, I'll strip down and be back
Please
to normal.
don't do that. You don't want anybody going blind. Jeez. That's a real hazardous, toxic comment.
Well,
kid.
New Year's Eve day, so, you know.
So you going to go streak through Lake County for the New Year?
Not in this weather.
Hey, that's why I say I'm good with staying home, having a nice fire in the fireplace. And Dennis is kindly invested in a couple of bottles of bubbly. And
Yeah, we have been not working since last show, though I've come in on Friday to do a little bit of work, and again this Friday. But we've basically been taking the week and a half off to relax before the new year comes in. We'll be back in the office on Monday. So much for our little holiday.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
anyhow, we have two guests today.
Yes. 10 o'clock hour, we're going to have Brian Martin, Sheriff-elect. He's going to be in to talk to us about what his plans are for the new year and for the next 4 years, actually. And
Yes.
also hopefully clear up some of the rumors and things that are out there that people have spread about him. And we'll see, to hear the other side of the story, I think is always good.
Right, and I got some loaded questions for him regard to...
Don't do that. You might scare him off.
Nah, just regular questions about what's happening around the country and some things that he may be doing here in Lake County to get some ideas of what the future holds for us from the Sheriff's Department. Besides so you can take the past and I'll take the future.
Sounds like a plan, unless you miss something in the past or in the future.
No, I'm not psychic. Though
No,
I do,
but I do have psychic friends.
yes, you do.
Yes.
I mean, just because I put good projections and budgets together doesn't mean I can forecast the future.
No, but you're pretty good though. You have good intuition about people.
Yeah. Anyway, folks, if you're having buffering indications on your stream this morning, we've had solar flares and your internet may or may not be affected by it. Ours seems to be to a certain extent. And then who do we have at the 11 o'clock hour? This is a surprise and a shock to us.
Oh, yes. It's not a shock, but
Well,
it's,
yeah, it
it's
is.
something I'm very grateful for because I'm hoping it's going to lead to a opening of the doors, forgiveness, leveling of the playing field, however you want to say it, where mutual respect, and we appreciate the fact that Dave Ferris from the Record B news director news editor is going to be here, and he's going to be giving us the year in review.
Yes.
Yes.
So that'll be good to have.
I'm excited because
Yeah.
he's going to be doing the top stories. Now, mind you, he just moved here during the middle of, probably near the end of the year, probably a couple months ago, maybe three to 4 months ago. And so he's going to kind of have to brush up on what happened prior to that. But he's very excited about it, and I'm hoping that we're going to get some good things out of our relationship with the Record B.
Right.
We thank them for coming in and giving us their time.
You know, and having a good relationship between other media, I think, is a positive thing for Lake County.
I think that the egg on your face is not very positive.
You can't see it.
Oh, well, I
You
saw
can.
it. That's
Oh,
disgusting.
Hey,
Sorry, folks.
just so you
It's
know,
the wife and me coming out.
yeah, folks, we've been, as I said, haven't been in the office, so we've been sleeping just a little bit later than normal, so having to get up early this morning has been a chore, so excuse my lack of appearance. But anyway, as I was saying, I think the local media, if it can work together and help each other out, I think that's just more of a positive thing for Lake County. And the Record B appears to be making a little bit of an overture, as we have to them. And if we can work with them to a certain extent, it'd be nice if we could get Lakeland News to cooperate also, and we could really have a good coverage of the county.
I think that as David said, having multiple perspectives on especially controversial issues is really important. You know, so I feel like our cooperation levels have to be adjusted, and that we all need to work together because it's a small place, and we need to learn how to tell the truth and tell it from all perspectives, not just from how you feel people should hear the news,
Right.
and which has been our problem in the past.
And let's face it, Record B has a hell of a lot more staff and more capability of bringing some of the other stories we can't. So
They have a good couple of reporters there that are doing a great job, and so I think that it's pretty exciting that they're willing to sit down and discuss how we can move together forward in the future, possibly with our Roku channel and other things.
And, you know, it seems to me, and I don't read the Record B from a print point of view, I do check their website out 1 or 2 times a week. It seems that their reporting has been more fair and unbiased since Dave took over. Not to say we agree with everything they're doing. But
actually, there's been a lot of cases and stories that they did that I did agree, and I was very happy to see that they're bringing out the unbiased perspective for once.
As much as you can.
That's why I feel like forgiveness, this is a time of a new year. We all need to come together and put together a plan to create a true and honest media sources for the people of Lake County that they can depend on, and they can know that they're being given the truth. And that's what I'm all about. Whatever the truth is, let it come forward.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's my rant for the day.
Well, it was a rant, but
well,
that's okay.
That's a half a rant.
Yeah. So, anyway, we're looking forward to the new year. We got some objectives and goals to accomplish with both our magazine and our internet TV station. And we'll give an overview of that probably next week.
Yes, as we get into the new year, we should get an update on where we're at with everything, too, so we can share that with everyone and let them know to look forward. Now, look, folks, this is the best time to buy your Roku. I'm going to do a commercial for Roku.
All right,
go to Roku.com.
And we don't get any commissions on this, folks.
No, but if you want to watch our channel on your TV, the best thing to do is go out right now. They're all on sale for the holidays. Spend $39 get yourself a Roku. You can use it anywhere you go in the country, as far as I know, and possibly even outside the country, because it works via an internet connection.
It is international.
Yeah. So if you're based out of the U.S. or if you go on a vacation, you can still carry us with you on your little Roku stick or Roku box. And the box is only this big. It connects wirelessly to your internet, connects by a cable to your TV, allows you 1,600 channels at minimum, and about 80% of them are free. So you really have to look at this as an option for you. It really helps develop your ability for on-demand programming, and much of the programming there is on-demand. And so you can watch things whenever you want. You don't have to wait for a specific day and time. Pete and I do that a lot. We watch a lot of series that we enjoy. And then, of course, you get exclusive series through Netflix and Hulu Plus and other Amazon. They all have their new series now, so it's a good thing to get on a box like that so that you can access all that viewing as well, all that content. So we're going to have our channel. It will have a news program. We're going to try to do live 5 days a week. We may start 1 or 2 days a week to start with, but it will end up to be a 5-day-a-week news program. And we are going to be gathering sources from all the different media in order to give that news report and to share with you as a one-stop source. Now it'll probably run between 12 and 12:30 in the afternoon, and then we will run it again as a repeat about 6:30 in the evening. So we've got some other programming. Checker Flag Show is supposed to start again
on the 6th,
and so they will be running Tuesdays at 7 p.m., so that'll work in fine with the news broadcast that would start at 6:30. Right. And
isn't he doing another show?
He's going to do like a talk show. Yeah. And, you know, Shannon, Ace Naylor has a great personality in the sense he's works with Lake County Theater Company, works with New Vintage Productions. He does a lot of theater work. He also announces all the wrestling shows that come to the area, as well as being a regular announcer at many of the speedways in Lake County and also in Mendocino County and beyond. He spent a lot of time last summer down in, where was that he was at? It wasn't Davis.
Just outside of Sacramento.
Yeah, it was south. Sorry?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's the internet.
So we're going to just keep going whether we drop in or out. I think that what's happening is solar flares are affecting our broadcasts today, so I do apologize. We'll just continuously try to keep ourselves on the air as much as possible. And, again, Brian will be coming in at 10 o'clock, so we'll have a chance to sit down with him and, you know, get a look at what he's got planned. And I'm looking forward to also the end of the year in review. It's going to be fun. So don't forget that our phone number is 707-701-6416. You are welcome to call in. I cannot guarantee the quality of the phone lines because the machine seems to make up its own mind whether it's going to work properly or not. So we may or may not be able to hear you, but hopefully it'll work. So don't be shy. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess that's one piece of equipment as money comes in, we can try to buy.
We have to replace it. It's $1,000 machine, but we have to do it because it's just making us way too dysfunctional, I think is the word.
Yeah.
More so than we normally are.
As we get some advertising dollars coming in, we can then afford to buy it.
Yes.
Yes. So.
Yes. So.
Anyway, so I'd like to know how everyone's Christmas was since that was last Thursday? Yes.
Yes, Christmas was Thursday.
I kept on thinking it was Friday, but Wednesday.
Christmas was Thursday. I had a good Christmas, did you?
Yeah.
That's good.
It was nice.
Yes, and scored on the shopping. I want to give a shout out to Campos Casuals.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, they saved the day for us, and I really apologize for not knowing about them sooner. They're on Main Street in Lakeport, and it's a clothing store and accessory store. They have pretty much everything you could want in the way of clothes and shoes and everything else to go with it, and all different price points.
Actually, their prices were more than reasonable for a small business.
Well, exactly, and it was so funny because I'd gone done to do my shopping at. Are we on?
Yeah, it's just going in and out.
Okay, well, just keep getting it. Like I said, we're just going to keep going like it's on because it's still being recorded. So people will be able to watch the replay. That's the other good thing, folks. You can watch this on the archives. We'll have it posted up before the first of the year. I mean, before the end of the week.
I'll do it tonight after the show.
Okay. And that way, you're not going to miss anything. But Dennis is going to keep trying to reconnect. So as we go along, I really appreciate you hanging in there, Dennis. I know you've never seen the machine before, but you're doing a great job. Yeah. Oh, black screen. Oh, boy.
No, there you go.
Okay.
Just a little bit delay. So it's going in and out.
It's
It's only a few seconds interruption. So
yeah.
Anyway,
Campos. So
yes.
Here we are. It's Christmas Eve. The night before, I get out all the stuff I got for gifts for my hubby here, and I start wrapping everything. And I realized that the main thing he wanted for Christmas, which was a pair of nice, good, warm gloves, wasn't there. And I had looked at gloves at Penny's, and I thought I'd put them in the basket to buy them, but somehow they never made them home. So here I am the day before Christmas, panicking. Where in Lake County am I going to get a good leather pair of gloves that has a nice warm lining and gives you what you need to have, for the protection from this cold weather? And so I'm racking my brain, and I mean, I'm not going to Walmart. I'm not going to Kmart. That is just not going to happen. So I'm trying to figure out what the heck can I do. And I realized that there was this, I remember seeing this clothing store on Main Street. Well, we had to go to Lakeport anyway. So I had Pete and Dennis go and have lunch at Cheese's Pizza. And I said, I got one last minute shopping thing to do.
There's another
And
plug.
I went on my quest. Yeah, well, Cheese's Pizza, that's another great place to go eat, of course. And, Cheese and Laura just had their little baby girl, so I'm just so happy for both of them. So, all three of them. So anyway, I go trekking down. It's pouring down rain, and I'm not dressed for it, of course. And I'm walking down Main Street, and the store that I think it's at is empty. So I'm like, oh, shoot, what am I going to do? This is not good. So I kept walking and kept walking. It was cold. It was wet. But sure enough, I finally walked far enough, and there it was, just past the Bank of America building, right? Or just before? Just before you get to Bank of America.
Another plug.
Angelina's Cafe, another favorite place of ours. So I was like, yes. So I go in there. I don't see anything. Nothing looks like gloves. So finally in the back, I notice there's this little room. It's all full of Harley gear and leather and all kinds of motorcycle stuff. And there's a rack of gloves that's 10 feet high. Every kind of glove you could imagine on there. So sure enough, I got him a pair of gloves, and it wasn't quite a perfect fit. It was too small for him. So the day after Christmas, we went to take it back, and my quest for my gift I'd asked him for was a good pair of UGG-style boots. The what's that stuff? What's the
sheepskin?
Yeah, but not. It's called something else.
Shefford or Sheffield or.
Yeah, shearling. A shearling boot. Are we back on?
Yeah,
okay.
we're on.
A shearling boot, which is made basically from sheepskin with the fur on the inside, and I just need a good pair of boots here. Living here, you need to have at least good quality everything, because the weather is so hard on stuff. I've gone through 3 really good pairs of boots in the past year, and I needed something that's not going to fall out of me in a year. So anyway, I said, I want boots. And he said, I couldn't find you any boots. Anything I saw was too expensive, blah, blah, blah.
No, actually, it was just very poor quality.
And poor quality or too expensive, one or the other. So we go over to Campos, and I had already kind of scoped it out anyway to see what they had in the way of boots. So I knew they had some good boots. Then I went back over there, and sure enough, they had the boots I wanted, and the price was like half what anybody else with that quality would have. So thank you, Campos Casuals, for providing a high-quality product at a decent price, and I appreciate, the service. The gentleman there was just so good to work with. He was very attentive. I ended up walking out with a couple other things that I wasn't planning on, but I got a nice little outfit that I'll be wearing sometime soon. And
oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I was thinking New Year's Eve, but we might not go out, so.
Yeah, we may. Who knows?
Well, we'll see what happens.
Anyway.
So do we want to talk about what's going on around town? You've been doing the research for New Year's Eve.
Okay. You're talking about New Year's Eve parties and events?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is out of memory, folks. I don't have it written down. I know the Blue Wing, what's it called? Blue Wing?
Saloon.
Saloon is offering a very nice New Year's Eve dinner, of course, with the typical champagne at midnight and some pretty decent entertainment. The Village Pub in Middletown is offering I think it's just the usual fare, but with a little bit extra music, a little celebration at midnight. Obviously, the rancherias are all offering their dinners, from Canocti to the other one we don't usually talk about.
Yeah, we're ignoring the one on the east side of the lake.
Right, and then Twin Pines Casino in
my favorite
Middletown is offering a couple things. They're offering one, dinner specials during the regular dinner hour, and then they're having a midnight buffet, which obviously would include a champagne toast at midnight. So
that's at Twin Pines.
Yes, so that sounds very interesting.
That would be my preferred choice, I think. Yeah, but also the Youth Center is doing their murder mystery over at the Senior Center, Highlands Senior Center in Clear Lake, and that's going to be really fun. We went to their New Year's Eve party last year, and we had a mystical meeting with our good buddy Beth, who now has joined Lake County Magazine as the community editor and all-around good person and helper. She did run the TriCaster here in the studio for the first part of the year last year. Well, about half the year. And then that moved on to Bob. And we want to send our best wishes out to Bob DeWalt, our engineer here. He seems to be battling a virus and not having a lot of success with it. So, Bob, you're in our hearts, and, we hope everything gets better soon. I know you're on the antibiotics, so hopefully they'll kick in. We miss you. Your Christmas present is still sitting over here. Dennis, don't touch that. No, you already got yours. So, anyway.
Stop.
So that was cool. And so I don't know if I finished out the Campus Casuals thing, but I did want to really thank them so much. It was just like a lifesaver situation for me.
Well, what I liked was that they had some very good quality products at prices you would find on the internet. And trust me, I do my shopping.
And they had good quality sunglasses.
Yeah.
And,
anything from cheapos to extremely expensive ones.
Right.
And very impressed with their leather selection. They had some really nice soft leather vests for writing.
Yeah, and I'm sure anybody who's an old timer here knows all about them, and we're just, preaching to the choir. But I just wanted to let everybody know that we were very happy with them. And it's good to know that there is a store in Lake County that you can go to that has a wide variety of goods at decent prices. And, I did a lot of my Christmas shopping in Clear Lake, and there's some good stores there, and I really appreciate all the merchants that we went to there for my holiday shopping. Next year, I might have to spread it out a little further to Lakeport, though. Yeah. That was good. And I may not have to leave the county. That's the best
thing. That would
be
nice.
Yeah.
It would be. So
yeah.
I know that I did stop at some of the several local businesses in the Clear Lake area, and unfortunately, they just didn't have
what
I was specifically looking for. But I can never pronounce it. Tatankas. They were always very friendly and helpful and showed me some products I wanted, but it wasn't exactly what I needed. But they were very polite and very pleasant as usual, and a couple other places. But it was nice. So.
Okay.
Christmas was nice. All we did was stick around the house and do absolutely nothing.
That's what I love the best.
Except eat.
Yes, I did a little bit of cooking.
Yeah, no, it's good.
And yeah, we really didn't do much else.
No, we really didn't. We've just been hanging around
the house. Well,
we've
been working around the house, too, though. That's the other thing. We're not just
working around
like
the
Jabba
house,
the Hutt.
And I'm doing some work from home. So.
Although I felt like I'm a little bit at certain times.
No, when you sleep till 11 o'clock every day.
10:30.
All right. Well, by the time you get up, I get your coffee. It's 11 o'clock.
Yes, I have a very, very kind husband. He takes really good care of me.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, anyway, want to talk about the Clear Lake movie?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I think that I don't know if everybody's heard, but there's a movie that's being produced by local people here. That's going to be supposedly about Clear Lake, and the storyline centers on a 40-something-year-old man.
Well, first of all, it was funded allegedly by Sundance.
Sundance, yeah.
I'm not sure who applied for or how they got it.
I guess they got a Sundance grant to make it. I'm not sure. We haven't really spoken to the producers yet. But what I did see was I saw a casting call document, and it gave kind of a summary of the plot of the movie, which is a 40-something-year-old man who lives in his car and is addicted to alcohol and lives in Clear Lake. And it's like, I think, a day in the life or something along those lines.
And then they have a casting for the mayor.
Yes,
For
who's a central figure.
Local Clear Lake police officer.
Uh-huh.
And I guess what we interpreted the casting call, it sounded like not a positive light on the city of Clear Lake.
Well, when you're doing a story about someone who is living in his car addicted to alcohol, how can that be?
Well, also the parts of the sheriff, the Clear Lake Police Department and the mayor were also not exactly a positive, positive character.
Well, I just, I give them kudos for going out and getting the money to do a movie. I think that's great. And I know these people, and I know this is really what they really want to do. But it would have been nice if they would have come up with an idea that really showed Clear Lake in a more positive light. I just don't even like the idea of doing a movie about a stereotypical character that you would imagine would be from Clear Lake.
Well, do you think that maybe there's a message that they're trying to get across, and maybe there will be a positive ending at the end of the movie?
Well, that's what we have to see. I mean, I would love to see a copy of the script just so I have some idea of whether it is worthy.
Well, I'll tell you what we can do is get some of the people who've organized this on the show and let them talk about it and see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm sure they would like to possibly come on. I know at least one of them probably would, so that would be a good thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Dennis, if it drops out, don't worry and don't vocalize because we're catching that on the microphones. And also, just keep restarting it because we're still recording, so it's not the end of the world. We'll have the real version up. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? There's nothing we can do about it, so I don't even really need to know. But I appreciate your efficiency on that, definitely. So
those damn sunspots, I tell you.
So we will work through it. And the other thing that I just want to let people know, we will have this archived.
Yes.
So if you're missing important parts right now, it's not important.
As soon as the show's over, folks, I'll go ahead and archive it.
Yeah.
And that way it'll be available for
as long as that record button is still going yellow, we're in good shape.
Right.
Then.
So.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, this movie.
To me, it's not a good positive thing.
No, it's not. And after the city spent this money on a promo. Featuring, I guess, the mayor and Mr. Lewis.
$28,000.
Yeah, this is, I don't know how to say it. It's just.
I mean, I don't even know how the city thinks it's a good idea.
Well, they don't need approval from them.
Yeah, that's true.
This is a private enterprise. The city has nothing to do with it. There's no political appointees or staff or elected officials, as far as we know, involved in the movie. So.
Yeah, good point.
They can't do much about it. So it will be interesting. As I said, we'll try to get the people on the show once we know who exactly they are. All we got to do is probably call Cheese, and he'll let us know.
Well, I don't know if Cheese is involved. Oh, he's got the
Well, we got the poster up there, so he'll know who's involved.
He must know who they are.
Yep. So other than that, folks, it's going to be interesting. So if you see cameras and lights around the city of Clear Lake, you'll know what's going on. Hopefully they won't be blocking streets and traffic.
Exactly.
Yep. So other than that, it's been a pretty quiet week.
Yeah. So what else is new?
For last week, not much. Seriously.
I know it's been
very quiet. So
we've had the calls forwarded to our house, so we just didn't even have to make an effort to do anything.
Yeah, we're lazy. What can I say? So, but what else?
What else? Well, that's about it.
Yeah.
So there are other things that we need to talk about.
I know. Well, for those who care, the IRS has moved faster than what anyone would ever expect.
Oh, that's what I want you
for
to
this
talk about.
tax season. Tax season does officially open up January 20th. That's when we'll be allowed to prepare returns and either e-file or mail them in directly. Right now, if you get in early on your tax preparation, you'll get your refund deposited into your account probably within less than 3 weeks right now. Once we get into the busy season, February, March, April, tax refunds will take a minimum of 3 weeks and sometimes over 4 weeks, depending upon how fast the IRS can react. For those who have businesses that are corporations, LLCs, partnerships, most likely we won't be able to file those returns until the very beginning of February because there's still updates on the software in regard to the extension of tax deductions that was approved at the very, very end of the year, which we talked about last week. And there goes our security dog.
Somebody might be trying to get in and be a
That
little
could be.
intimidated. I better go check on that.
Could be Mr. Martin.
It could.
Yeah, so anyway, so for those of you who are getting you get your W-2s a little bit early, you can go to your tax professional or use your own software that you go online or come see me. We'll be able to get your taxes done quickly and get refunds back to you as possible. There has been some changes in the tax laws.